Hey guys, what's going on? Hope everyone's doing well. As I thought I'd upload another video. I thought of a few ideas that I hope to implement ASAP, such as, I say, if not this month, then maybe in November, all being well, if all goes according to plan. Or basically ASAP, hopefully somewhere I'll show like my habits or how I watch YouTube on my smart hub TV and things like that. And I might even do some like live stream Q&As, so people can ask me some questions. I'll do my best to answer. Hopefully it won't be too embarrassing, but so yeah, I thought I'd each day, possibly till next Thursday or Friday or whatever. So till next Thursday, including Thursday itself, if I get round to it, cover those 30-point topics I wanted to talk about. So I thought, like, as I say, I normally like alliterations, but yeah, so like, say, for instance, on Saturday, to do things that begin with S, but also it's not necessarily, not everything I do on Saturdays would be to do with S. So I just thought I'd cover that for the title, which I hope would be like catchy title, which is what I'm trying to do to like market. So hopefully people will see the video and be like, oh, what that's about. As I say, hopefully I'll make the videos interesting, but while I've got the chance, hopefully I'll cover some of those lists. So all being well, I'll get to as many videos as possible. Anyway, so I'll try and get on with it. So sorry if I'm rambling. So I wanted to go through point number one. Although I say S for Saturday, and I like to stick to alliterations. In this case, I'm going to say, like, for some reason I decided on Saturdays to try and work on like principles, morals, values, things I stand for, ethics and all that. Saturdays for ethics and all that. So yeah, so like things I stand for, like reasons to support Africa and things like that. Point two, hope to think about more stuff to do with football, like soccer Saturdays and things like that. Point number three, I hope to discuss with other people what they think freedom means, as I say, for October, like especially for the Black and Stroke dyslexic community. Like, what freedoms do you think people should have, or human rights? What sort of freedoms by law should people have, and what freedoms, if any, people shouldn't have? Like, to me, there's no such thing as 100% freedom. Like, there's always a limit to your freedom, that kind of thing. Like 100% freedom to me doesn't exist, but I think obviously some countries and some people are more free than others. But yeah, I'd love to hear what people's thoughts are on freedom. What does freedom mean to you? Like, you know, like different religions or different cultures might have different views about what freedom means, or what freedom do you think people should have more of? And like, what would you do if you were as free as possible, as free as a living thing can be, as I would put it. But as I said, I don't believe 100% freedom exists. But yeah, I'd love to discuss what people's thoughts are on that. Four, like, I want to discuss about, number four, I want to discuss about human rights, animal rights. And as I say, because I'm thinking of Africa and Black history and stuff like that, like, what does the Black community think about human rights or animal rights and rights for living things and things like that? And how can we encourage Africa to have more compassion for animals? And how can we make more peace and discourage people from committing crimes or being violent to each other? And how can we make people get along better and build bridges and things like that, and just treat each other better? I think it'd be boring if everyone was always nice and everything was good and all that. So I suppose it takes all types to make the world, but I think if we can encourage more people to be good and good to each other and all that, I think that would be great. Point number five, I hope to think about my goals, about what I stand for and what I want to work towards, who I want to help and why. Like generally, it's like people who I think deserve the help, and like those who need and deserve the help and things like that. Point number 6, I'm not sure what day I'll be doing this, but I'm thinking of like doing, as I say, sorry for my repetitiveness. Things that dyslexia thing again, forgetting stuff, but like a live stream where I answer questions. I hope they won't be too embarrassing, but yeah, and work together with people to look at ethics, what ethics we think is right and why. I think like reasons to support South Africa and parts of Africa generally, like why I think people of colour especially, or just generally people of colour should support South Africa because it went through apartheid and stuff like that. Excuse me, sorry, I hope my voice has been clear by the way. I think that was point 6. Point 7, yeah, like who to network with and who to support and why, and try to work smart towards end goals and things like that. Yeah, point 8, I want to talk about like love, not hate, and how to spread positivity instead of negativity and stuff like that. And I also hope to hear other people's opinions. And point 9, I hope to do as much writing as I can, as I normally hope to do every day anyway. But and point 10, I hope to support startups, especially on Saturdays and Sundays, like startups across Africa, how we can help more people to start their own businesses, social enterprise fit for Africa and for the Black community globally as well, and networking opportunities, and for the dyslexic community, how to make more people able to take risks, to start their own businesses, and that sort of thing. Like I mentioned before about Virgin, the company Virgin, to support startups across Africa and help people to take that risk, to take the plunge, and to give them the encouragement that they can start their own business, and if they fail, they can try again. And if I make certain YouTube videos, I want to like any profit then that video might make, if it hopefully eventually makes profit, I hope to donate some of that to help startups in Africa and people to plan for the long term, and especially young people, like what I call pre-teen, before they're even teenagers, learning about business in schools, and like say like Richard Branson, people like Richard Branson, Duncan Valentine, Theo Prophetus, John Chambers, and people like that setting their own social enterprise in Africa, which helps startups and SMEs and how to grow their businesses and helps young people to take that risk. I think that covers point 1 to 10. I hope that was at least a little bit interesting, and I didn't waffle too much. As ever, I'd love to hear your opinions, or any questions or comments or anything like that. And I hope you enjoy my videos. As I say, sorry if I go off tangent or waffle a bit, but or I'm not clear enough. But I probably shouldn't record at night before I'm back to sleep. But yeah, so like as I say, like I think it'd be so interesting to support dyslexic entrepreneurs, dyslexic children to learn about business and get famous and successful dyslexic entrepreneurs who have already become successful themselves to help people from Africa and Asia and places like that to take risks, and especially to focus on young dyslexic people as well as perhaps other disadvantaged communities, like to also help Black business people out. One of my dreams is to support 30 Black people in each possible country, in all possible countries, to set up their own business, and also to do similar for dyslexic people, especially in Africa, which I think would be quite an interesting irony, because like dyslexia traditionally is seen as a disadvantage. Anyway, I hope you really enjoyed that video. Peace and love.